Hello everyone, I'm Amy Wilson and it's time to break the mold again. This week, 5 video tips for conductors. Number 1, pay someone to record your video if possible. Now, I realize in some situations this is not possible, but if you can, let me tell you, it is worth it because the people who do video recording and audio recording, that is what they do, and they will do a much better job for you. I'm very fair-skinned, and I've had a really hard time with getting the lighting right for me, and especially in our performance space sometimes. And paying someone to do it has made all the difference. Also, I don't have to schlep the camera to the concert. I don't have to sit up there and put up the tripod and try to find an outlet for my extension cord, and I don't have to worry about it. And I found that like my conducting is better because I'm not thinking about the video because I didn't have to put the video up. And that makes a world of difference to me. So also on this note, our person who does our recording for our video, he records video from the front for the audience and for the orchestra as well. He also records audio. And so when he makes a video for me from the back of the orchestra, he uses the audio from the mics that he uses for our audio CD. And so you get an audio that sounds really good. You're not getting an audio that sounds like a timpani concerto or a fourth horn concerto or whatever. You're getting what the orchestra sounds like from the front, and that makes a big difference in how people perceive the quality of your orchestra's playing and the quality of your conducting. All right, number 2. Have an actual dedicated video session if you can. This is especially important if you don't have an orchestra that you conduct regularly. And this means you can pay some of your friends, and sometimes you pay them in pizza and beer. It depends on the situation. And you have a 2-hour session and you pick out 5 different excerpts or however many you want. And they're about, I'd say do 2 minutes that are like the best 2 minutes that you can do something hard. Opening of Beethoven 5, those bits in the Appalachian Spring that are hard, things that you really like to conduct, that you do well, that you feel emotional about, all of that stuff. And you want just, you need excerpts that are like maybe a minute or 2 long. So just, you don't need to conduct the entire piece, but pick your excerpts, rehearse them a couple of times, and then record them like 15 times. All right. So you can get the best take out of the 15. Now, I don't do this anymore because I have an orchestra that I conduct now, and I conduct often enough that I can find excerpts that I need. But definitely having a dedicated video session means that you're in charge of the situation, and everybody knows what you want out of it, and you're not at someone else's mercy. You're not at the mercy of someone who might mess up in a concert or whatever. Oh, you messed up? All right, we can do it again. So, and I really think that's helpful, particularly when you're young and you need video footage, and you need video footage of yourself conducting things that are hard, not necessarily that arrangement of whatever the what that you're doing with your youth orchestra. All right? Number 3. When you're looking through videos of yourself conducting concerts and rehearsals and you're looking for footage that's usable, you want to find videos where you have an expressive face. You want to find excerpts where you have an expressive face, because I have found that your hands can be fantastic. Your hands can be doing the best conducting in the world. And if your face is like this, or it's not expressive, or worse yet, you're looking down, or you're looking down the whole time, or you're looking down a lot, you shouldn't use that video. So you really want to find, when you're looking for stuff to use in the videos that you have, say maybe from a workshop or some concerts, you want to look for videos where your face is really part of the package and where you're looking expressive. I'm not saying that you should be making faces at the orchestra, absolutely not. But there will be spots where you feel really emotional about the music and it will come through on your face. And those are really good spots to use. And again, also, you really want to use those spots where you're looking at the orchestra and not looking down. All right, number 4. You want to use excerpts where your ensemble sounds good, no matter what it is. Now, sometimes there are excerpts that I have used, and there are some that are up there now, where my trumpet player has fracked. And those are obviously not ideal excerpts to use because it kind of reflects on you. And even though it's not your fault that the trumpet player fracked or the woodwind section was out of tune, but you want to use spots where your orchestra sounds good. And this is especially important if you're using a non-professional orchestra for your videos. There may be spots where your conducting is really good, but the woodwinds are out of tune, and I don't care how good your conducting is, it's not going to come across. Like, the people judging your video are going to judge you negatively because the woodwinds are out of tune or whatever. And so this is something to be very aware of. All right, number 5. You want to pick the best 60 seconds of your conducting of a particular excerpt, all right? You want the 60 seconds where the orchestra sounds good and where your face is expressive and your arms are doing something that's wonderful. And you only need 60 seconds. You do not need 10 minutes of your conducting. I'm not watching 10 minutes of your conducting. People on committees are not watching 10 minutes of your conducting. I've asked people who work in the industry, and they tell me they watch about 3 seconds usually. And then they decide, and if they're interested, if it's something that's really cool, they'll watch maybe 10 or 20 seconds, and then they're done because they have 150 videos to go through, and they do not have time to watch you conduct an entire movement. So you need to put your best stuff right at the beginning of the video. You have 2.5 seconds to sell it, all right? And they better be 2.5 really good seconds. And then you better have, on top of that, 10 really good seconds in case I like those 2.5 seconds and I watch all the way to 10 seconds, all right? If you screw up 7 seconds in, you can't use it, all right? Well, I'm off to break the mold again. Bye, girl, bye.